Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. This is the 103rd episode of Let the Women Tell It. And this particular lady is on TikTok, and I will put her link to her talk in the description. She tells a good and vivid story about how she feels that Black celebrities and other Black elites have sold the rank and file Black person out to the Democratic Party. And one of the things that was profound with this last election is that we had a nice separation of around 22% of Black men off the plantation, but only a dismal 8% of Black women. And more Black women are coming to the realization that what they've been doing and taking advantage of and being used as useful puppets of the Democratic Party is a losing cause. So maybe by the midterms or 2028, we could get, another 5 to 10% by the midterms, and maybe even as much as 20 something percent of Black women off the plantation. So we can stop being taken for granted by the Democrats and start to look as viable options to help vote more conservative folks in office, people who have best interests in mind, and could finally get rid of this incessant victimization attitude that has been used to blind us. So we're going to let this sister talk, and she's going to say it all. I may stop it a couple of times, interject, but she's going to be on fire. So take a good listen at her, and like I said, I'm going to post a link to her channel in the description when this.
I was scrolling on X and I saw another woman claiming victim. It was another female Black celebrity that went on a national platform and said because she is Black, she doesn't feel safe in America. And so I want to challenge that. I want to say where? Where don't you feel safe in America? See, here's the situation. I am so sick of these Black celebrities, these Black multi-million, some even billionaires, getting on national platforms and lying to the people, telling them we're still oppressed. Where's the oppression? Where is it? I want this message to go to the highest paid Black celebrity out there, because I want to know, where is the oppression? The same white men that you say are against us is the same ones you live around in your multi-million-dollar homes. Aren't you surrounded by white people? These same white folks that you're out here telling us to be afraid of, and you say that are holding us back, are the same ones that are writing your checks that you are cashing. Y'all, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the Black celebrities. They're the ones who are holding the Black community back. Look at the music. The rappers. The rappers are telling Black men, sag your pants, sell drugs, kill people, and disrespect women. Look at the Black female rappers. All they promote is shaking their behind, being a hoe. Look at Sexy Red. She got lip glosses and the names of them are STDs.
Let me just stop it for a second. This is what we need more of. Successful Black women who are not afraid to stand on their square, talking to other people, both women and men, saying it's time for us to stop the bullshit, right? And come off the plantation and start to think for ourselves. She has a lot more. Let's listen up.
Look at the media. Look at BET. All BET puts in front of our Black youth is killing and selling drugs and self-destruction. Everything that is Black and that is supposed to be entertainment is negative. And how are we supposed to get ahead if everything we see is negative? I'm trying. Me and my husband, we're trying. Our youth program is getting ready to start this summer. It runs through the summer. Every year we do a youth program where we are teaching the youth engineering, supply chain, technology, and finance. We're trying. But do you know how hard it is to influence these kids to want to be great when everything they see
She promoted a little bit of stuff that she does. So check that out if you want to get involved. She'll probably have a link on her channel. So there you have it.
Is negative. Everything that is promoted is negative. The airways, the media, they promote destruction in our community. I'm sick of Beyonce. I'm watching clips of this girl's concert, because trust me, I ain't watching it. But I saw clips on X and on TikTok, and some dude said, yeah, Beyonce out here telling these white folks she ain't going for it. Going for what? Beyonce is worth billions of dollars. How is she oppressed? How are you oppressed, Beyonce? You still promoting oppression? Are y'all still promoting D.L. Hughley? He's still out here. See, I watched that man sit on TMZ and tell the people at TMZ that, yes, it was the Democrats, the left, the LGBTQ who took the woke ideology that belonged to civil rights and turned it into something else. And then the man said, well, you can't blame MAGA for that. Yeah, yes, I can. It is their fault. But you just sit there and said that it was the left and it was the LGBTQ community that took the word woke and turned it into something else, but you still want to blame MAGA? I'm sick of them.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, they're three of the worst. They're the three worst panderers to the Democrats I ever heard, and they're holding people back. So we just need people to say, forget your money. That's not going to sway us, because we need to see something tangible in terms of policy that have any meaning to us as Black folks, other than being your perpetual lapdogs and with a bullhorn to perpetuate your stupid ideologies for the alphabet community and all this other ratchet ass bullshit.
Every Black celebrity, you are a sellout. You only promote depression, oppression. You only promote things that will harm the community. I want you to see it. I want you to show this to the rappers, the freaking singers, the actors, the actresses, the football, basketball players. What are y'all doing to help the Black community besides destroying it? You show up gobs of money. You show grill all in your teeth. You make it seem like being a thug is something high ranking. You make it seem like cheating on your wife is good. You make it seem like having multiple women is good. Women, you make it seem like being independent, having no man and no father in the house is good. Stop it! Or we'll never get ahead. Now, I'm trying my best. My husband and I, we are trying. And there's so many people out here that are helping us. But the attention is given to the bull crap. And not the real people out here in the streets trying to help the community. The real CEOs I see out here, not the celebrities shaking their behind for money. Not the celebrities out there rapping about the destruction of our community and to do it. Not them. I'm talking about the ones who started their businesses out of their basements. The ones who started their businesses in their living rooms. The ones who started in their attic. God bless them, become millionaires, and they are given to the community. I'm talking about them. Not these sellout actresses like Oprah. I can't stand them. They know the media is against us. They know.
Sis, let me also tell you this, that part of your frustration, and I think part of your husband's frustration, I'm hearing you talk. I don't know him. I don't know you. You got to realize that you're gonna have to leave a great deal of what was left of the Black community behind. I think it's going to take more energy trying to get converts as opposed to just teaching whoever's in your orbit a better way of growing up with some moralistic, conservative thoughts. And it's time to think about building a new community as opposed to saving the old. It's just, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. But if you want to stop banging your head up against the wall, sometimes you just got to learn to let go and move on and find people who are moving towards you as opposed to trying to pull people into your orbit.
Oh, Tyler Perry, every one of his movies, he got to make a black man seem like he's the villain. He want to put black men in dresses. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of oppression. Why y'all so mad about America? Why you ain't over there in Rome? Mad at the Romans? That's where the slavery started. Why y'all ain't mad at the Portuguese? Why y'all not mad at them Africans? But you want to get mad at America. You're so ignorant. If I see another black celebrity get up and call oppression, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of everybody. I'm sick of the entire industry. It's your fault the black community is the way it is because you sing about it, you rap about it, and you play it in movies. Destruction, destruction, destruction. Look at 3 6 Mafia, 666. I remember the dude did the interview and said, yeah, we were paid to destroy the black community. Look at NWA. Look at Get Rich or Die Trying. Look at the movies. Menace to Society. Look at this. We're trying. Again, it's hard when all the kids see on the media is negativity. But we're going to keep going. Our summer program is going to be very successful, and we're going to reach who we're going to reach. And we're going to do what God tells us to do, even if we just reach one child. Anyway, that's my rant, y'all. I can't stand these black celebrities. They can all go America.
Right. So that's the end of that. And listen, she has a point. What can you say? She absolutely has a point. So what are you going to say about that? I got just a little bit about one more thing to say. Listen to her, and one of the things that we talked about is black fatigue, right? It's just fatigue on this constant battle of being victimized or being constantly reminded of victimization that's no longer true, that we can achieve anything we want to achieve, that everybody around us, white or not, are not our enemy. Just like when a young lady said, all of these people are calling victims, they live around white people. So they're saying these are the villains, but they live amongst them. And so they're touting this thing just to keep other people down, just to keep the folks in lockstep so they could be taken advantage of with constant victimization by the liberals. It's time for that to end, right? So she's right about that. So her frustration is well taken. So I'll just leave you with this.
In the shadows where the lost souls roam, secrets buried like a heavy stone, whispers echo in this silent night, drawn to darkness, searching for the light. Every step feels like a loaded gun, chasing dreams, but it's never done. Black fatigue from the choices made. Every heartbeat feels like a masquerade, lost in the rhythm of a cracked facade, flying shadows in a world so flawed. Eyes wide shut, wrapped in my own thoughts. Countless battles, and I'm always fought. Worn out shoes on this endless street. Bad behavior Why does it feel like defeat? Tired of the lies that weigh me down. Caught in the cycle, still I drown. Black fatigue from the choices made. Every heartbeat feels like a masquerade. Lost in the rhythm of a cracked facade. Fighting shadows in a world so I'll rise again. Though I'm feeling weak. In this life, it's the truth we seek.
Pain, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out.